What's going on, Miami Hurricanes fans? So we've got to have a serious conversation about our head coach, Mario Cristobal. There's a lot of folks who are ready to jump off the nearest bridge, or ready to push Mario Cristobal off the nearest bridge, I should say, because he just got out coached this recent game against Louisville. A lot of y'all do know that I'm a big Mario Cristobal fan. I understand where we were before he got to the Hurricanes and where we are now, and I'm appreciative of what he's done for the football program up to this point. Because of that, I'm not one to want to jump off the bridge or push him off the bridge. I'm still a fan. I still believe in everything that he has going on. I understand that fan is short for fanatic. I understand that. But as football fans, we got to make sure that we don't cross over to this term fickle. Okay. And a lot of folks are like, what is that word? Fickle is changing frequently, especially in regards to one's loyalty, interest, or affections. That's just going up and down on people. I love Mario Cristobal today. Then he gets out coached. I hate Mario Cristobal. He sucks. Like, we got to be careful to not turn to this fickle fan group that just goes up and down about Carson Beck, goes up and down about Mario Cristobal. People were singing Carson Beck's praise just a few weeks ago. Now they're saying that he's trash. Come on now. Like, let's not be that kind of fan base. But anyway, the fact remains, Mario Cristobal, it doesn't matter how you slice it, he got out coached, plain and simple. Um, but the reason why it doesn't drive me crazy is because I knew who Mario Cristobal was before this season. I knew it. And it reminds me of this old story about the hiker that's going up the mountain and he sees a snake and the snake is like, man, I'm struggling to get up there. I don't have legs like you. Would you pick me up and carry me to the top? And the hiker was like, no, I'm not going to take you up there. You're a snake. You're going to bite me if I take you up there. And the snake was like, bro, I'm not going to bite you. Relax, chill. Quit whining about it. Pick me up, take me up there. So the hiker eventually picked the snake up, walked up to the top, said, all right, you're at the top. Here you go. You're welcome. The snake ended up biting him and then slithering off. And then the hiker was like, well, why'd you do that? You said you weren't going to bite me. And the snake turned real quick and said, you knew what I was when you picked me up. So we know that Mario Cristobal is not the greatest X's and O's guy. We knew that. So why is everyone upset at the fact that he got outcoached? It is what it is. I believe still that Mario Cristobal is going to end up winning a national championship, if not multiple, with the Hurricanes. But I believe the way he's going to do it is by putting so much talent on the field that it will be overwhelming for our opponents. I don't know how many seasons he's going to be able to pull it off. I don't know if he'll be able to do it for 1, 2, 3. I don't know how many seasons he's going to be able to pull that off. But I believe at least one time he's going to put a team on the field with so much talent that it's just overwhelming for everyone else to do anything about. And we'll just walk through everybody. I believe one of these seasons we're going to end up winning a championship similarly to what we did to Nebraska, where we just blew them out in the championship. I think we'll have a championship like that sometime in the near future. If you look at coaches like Nick Saban, I wish I could have a conversation with Nick Saban because if I could today, the one question I would ask him is, could you tell me about a time when you were outcoached? I promise you, he'll be able to give us an answer. I promise you, he could probably tell us 5 or 6 different times where he, the greatest coach of all time in my eyes, was outcoached. I bet you could list off 5 or 6 times. You'd be, oh yeah, this game against Auburn, this game against so-and-so, I bet you could reel them off quick. 5 or 6 different times where he, the greatest coach of all time, was outcoached. At the same time, he's going to say, I wasn't out prepared. I was just out coached. I didn't get out efforted. I just got out coached. And that's the same situation and the same sentiments that I feel towards Mario Cristobal. I'm not upset with him because I don't feel like he mailed it in or didn't care. That's when I get upset. I believe his full heart was in it. I believe his full passion was in it. He just got out schemed. And also, the reason why I'm not super upset with Mario Cristobal about getting out coached, y'all, the scheme that they ran against us was bonkers. Like, it was crazy. Like, if you get out coached by Wade Phillips, okay, Like, damn, what are we doing? Like, you let him out coach you? What are we doing? If you get out coached by Raheem Morris, no disrespect, it's like, bro, what are you doing? But Mario Cristobal got out coached by one of the greatest schemers of all time. Of all time. If you go and look at his record against top 5 teams, it's crazy good. It's crazy good. So the fact that Mario Cristobal got out coached by Fromm, I'm not tripping about that because he got out coached by one of the greatest to ever do it. And then it's not like he got out schemed by a team just running power I and running it down the middle, like, and no one could figure that out. That's not what happened. We played against a team who played half of their games this season one way, and we watched all of those games. And then whenever we line up to play against them, they run a completely different offense. Nick Saban couldn't see that coming. Like, who could see that coming? And then you get into halftime, and I'm guessing some of y'all expected for him to come up with some wonderful scheme to change everything. Like, the defense ended up adjusting. They did all right. The offense was the problem. We threw 4 interceptions. If we get field goals on 2 of those 4 interceptions, we win the game. Think about that, man. Like, the fact that he got out coached, sure, it happened. I honestly expect that from time to time with Mario Cristobal. I don't think that he's the greatest X's and O's guy. He's just not. But then when he gets out coached by someone who has this high level of beating these highly ranked teams, and he's running offense that has 3 quarterbacks on the field at the same time, and after the game, we hear it directly from one of the horses' mouths when the defensive back goes up to the press conference podium and he says, we watched them play all season. We watched all kind of film, watched every game that they played. We never saw that. I watched Louisville, excuse me. I watched Louisville play against Virginia. That game was so boring, I almost fell asleep on it twice. That game was boring. Like, both of those teams were boring. Then they play against the Hurricanes, and they've got 3 quarterbacks in the game at the same time? What? 38 years old. I know black don't crack. I look all right for 38, right? But I'm 38 years old. I have never seen that before. 3 quarterbacks in the game at the same time. I've been watching football for 30 something years. Never seen that. So, did he get out coached? Yeah, he absolutely did. He did. Like, you look at the fact that we have what I thought we were going to win pretty easily, because I'm like, they play a straight back, like they play a drop back passing game. Their quarterback is not mobile. They want to throw the ball. Their running game hasn't done anything all season. So I'm like, the fact that we have the best defensive linemen, maybe 2 of the top 5 best defensive linemen in the country, we're going to shred them. It's going to be easy work for us. That's what I thought. But then Louisville's coach comes out with a better game plan. He's like, no, we're just going to do all kind of cut blocks and, like, we're going to throw nothing but quick 3-yard slants and drag routes to where we get the ball out of our quarterback's hands in 1.5 seconds. So that is just going to erase your defensive line. That's what they did, and it worked. He got out coached, period. Now, most of us, including me, was saying, why don't we just do like a bump, like get hands on these receivers? Why don't we make their quarterback have to take more time to throw it because their receivers are busy getting jammed at the line of scrimmage? Why don't we do that? I still don't have the answer for that. I don't know. I feel like we should have done that from the beginning of the game. I actually mentioned that we should do that before the game. I don't know what happened on that. But he purely got out coached. That does not erase the fact that when he came to us, we were in shambles. Now people are still, even after losing, talking about us getting into the playoffs. We're ranked number 9. We were just ranked number 2. Like, things are still going well for the Hurricanes. I know that loss sucked. It sucked for me. I'm looking at this morning, I spent probably 45 minutes looking at the ACC standings, and the odds of us getting into the ACC championship are very slim, which is crazy. You lose 1 game in this stupid conference. It is like, yep, you're probably not getting to the ACC championship because there's so many teams in the conference. And unfortunately, the good teams aren't playing each other this year. So it's just like, if everybody wins out, there could be 3 teams that's undefeated, which is crazy. But it is what it is, man. Um, yeah. You ask any coach, they've been out coached before. And this time, if someone asks Mario Cristobal, maybe not in public because there's been so much said about him getting out coached, he probably wouldn't admit it in public. But if you asked him in private, do you believe you were out coached in that game? He would be like, absolutely. There's no way around it. I know that's an opinionated statement, but it's so close to being a fact, it's scary. That's all I can say on that. Um, but yeah, I'm still a fan of Mario Cristobal. Still got my full faith in him. I still believe that he's going to deliver at least one national championship to the Hurricanes within the next few years, probably 5 years. And like I said earlier, it's all going to be based on pure talent on the field. Nick Saban, I know people crown him as being the best coach of all time. I believe he's the best coach of all time. But he would even tell you, if I didn't have the #1 recruiting class so many years in a 10-year window, I wouldn't have had the talent. Excuse me. He would say I wouldn't have the talent to be able to put those championship rings on. He knows that. A lot of the times that he won, it was because he had such superior talent. And you add that to his coaching prowess, it developed all those championships. I believe Mario Cristobal can do the same type of thing as long as he stacks his team with enough talent that the coaching mishap here or there, it will be overshadowed because we'll be up 2 or 3 scores and it won't matter so much. Right, and I've said this on a video before. Right now, it seems like every game the Hurricanes win, we win by 1 score. And because of that, every little mistake that happens, whether it's mismanaging the clock or should have called a timeout here, you shouldn't, all of those things, they get elevated. They get larger because it's such a tight game. But if you're up by 17 points at the end of the second quarter and you don't call a timeout, it's not that big a deal because you ended up winning by 28 points. Like, it's not that big a deal. So we just got to get to that point sometime eventually. And we're praying that it's sooner than later. Lord have mercy. Anyway, please do like the video. Subscribe to the channel. I appreciate the support. Every like that you give, every subscription that we receive, it helps me take care of my family even better. So I appreciate that. All right. Take care. God bless. Peace.